Hello everybody, welcome back to the fourth installment, this is, of our Let's Play series of Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as the Russian Socialist Republic, as we, fight our way into forming the Soviet Union. Oh, shit, this is really laggy. Okay, alright. So in our last installment, we were pushing over to Yekaterinburg, and in the north here we have surrounded and cut off all the foreign volunteers, which will be amazing for us because that severely weakens their army. And I think we're going to win. I do think we're actually going to win this at this point. I think we've got this under wraps, but it's just a little bit. It's just a matter of, actually getting there. Okay, this is fucking lagging like crazy. Okay, we're going to move this way. And we're going to cut these guys off here. And then we're slowly marching these troops up to Yekaterinburg. And hopefully if we take it, it can, we can sort of really put the death nail into our enemies. Okay, we're going to go with concentrated industry, obviously, because we need more and more industry, and concentrated industry is usually the way to go. Okay, so these guys are pushing forward. We're holding out so far. And these guys are going to... yeah, we're going to have to... We're trying to move all these guys up here, because we want to make sure that they don't get reinforced. And the way we're going to do that is by locking these guys in here. Okay, so the north is doing good. So pretty much doing good. The south here is doing alright as well. We're actually going to move... Oh, there's a coup in Siam. So it's the People's Party. Is that in Siam here? No, that's not communist, so... Unfortunately, no communism. And we were rebuilding the Red Army last time we also left off here. And then we're going to, basically develop into the Soviet Union, hopefully. Okay. Alright, so this unit we're going to cut off this way. Just to make sure they don't get anywhere. We're going to use this unit and take over that as well. Fight that. You are going to cut that off there and then continue your attack. This unit is going to kind of just sweep in here and take over this sort of excess territory, just to make that pocket just a little bit smaller, Okay, so the east is doing good, or the west, the east, sorry, actually, the east is doing good. The north is also doing amazingly well. We're just slowly kind of cutting these guys up into smaller and smaller pockets. That's what we really want right now. Okay, this guy. Okay, we need to hold you guys here. Okay, while you're doing that, I don't know. We're going to move you that way. And we're going to move you to Izhevsk. I think that's how you pronounce it. Izhevsk? I don't know. But we're going to move you there just so you can take another city. Okay, these guys are going to go over here. Actually, we're going to go put them right here. You are going to move into there, and you're just slowly cutting them up. Okay, this guy's pretty much done. Actually, I'm going to take you, and I'm going to move you over here. And I'm going to have them just sort of hold them off. Because I don't want these guys getting cut off as we move into these cities. Alright. So far, so good. Oh yeah, we got this guy as well moving to create a larger pocket around here. To make sure they stay, just to cut them off. Alright, so these guys are basically done. We're going to move you over this way. We're gonna attack you with that. Okay, these guys are done. And so is this pocket getting cleaned up. So that's pretty much been our entire strategy for the most part, is just pocketing, using the fact that we don't really have the best army, and we're not getting a lot in terms of volunteers. So, we pocket them all, and we kind of keep them, we keep them sort of in an inferior position. Alright, so Manuel Carles, or Carles, assumes full control of Argentina. He is, I'm guessing, a fascist. Oh, no, he looks like just like kind of a populist type. With Wait, I'll just let you guys read that. I don't feel like reading that right now. Alright, so we're still rebuilding the army. It's going to take a pretty long time. We're just slowly moving up. So I think that was a pretty good strategy. Just, cutting him off obviously worked quite well. Because now they have no... all their volunteers, their good units, essentially. Like the real core. What could have been, it had they united, that would have been a really, really bad situation for us. That would have made our job a lot harder. But luckily we managed to cut them off. And, by cutting them off, we essentially prevented them from... We essentially prevented them from creating a united front, which makes our job of conquering a whole lot easier, because now they've got essentially these inferior troops. These weaker troops that are the Russian troops, as opposed to, say, somewhere like the Germans. Okay, we're going to take that. We're going to attack him here and hold him off. And that will do wonders as we take the capital. Okay, we're going to move that way. And we're going to move down here and take over that that army. Okay, you can move here as well. You can move these two here. This unit's moving. Okay, that might actually be a problem. We're going to meet him up there. We're going to move up here. Actually, I'm going to meet... Yeah, you're going to meet these two up here, because we need to make sure it gets cut off. He doesn't make any sort of encirclement or something. Or break any sort of encirclement that we got going on here. Okay, you move there. You're going to create a new There's nothing in here, but, it's nice to just have those pockets. Just sweep through this territory and take it over. Okay, these units. Everyone's moving. We're actually going to surround you like that. We're going to take this militia unit and move it this way. We're going to move it over here. Okay, this militia is going to take over the capital, and if we take over the capital, it should be close to breaking. They are very close to breaking at this point. Let's see how the volunteers are doing here. Yeah, we wiped out this northern pocket. I think it was Ukrainians in there, or Australians and Ukrainians. And now we're moving on to more Australians down here. We're going to move you over here, because they're going to break through. Actually, they're going to break through there, so we need to send a unit over there. Just move all those units there. The fall of Yekaterinburg. The temporary capital of the rotten Russian state, Yekaterinburg, has been captured by the victorious Red Army. We are facing scarce resistance from the civilian population, but will soon take full control of the city. Good. And now where's the next capital? Is it over here? No. I think this might be it. This might be the fall. Yep, there we go. Good. Okay, and the Russian Republic has capitulated. Alexei Rykov has announced that the cowardly Russian nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of the Russian forces throughout the country. The Russian government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated. The Russian Socialist Republic is now in full control of the home area. Though the war continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for the Russian Socialist Republic, and indeed it is. And so now we can take all the states We can take all of these states. And there it is, boys. There it is, my fellow comrades. The glorious workers' utopia has been founded. The Russian Socialist Republic. Okay, so now we gotta basically look at this army. We're going to disband these armies. And we're gonna make a new army. And we are going to trade all the militia. We're gonna change all the militia actually, you know what? We're going to actually just organize all these in Moscow. We're gonna use the militia divisions as like border security or as repression units, and then we're just going to build up new infantry. So you are gonna go to... No, you can't go to war economy. Volunteer. We're gonna keep volunteer for now. Actually, the Commune of France obviously cancels all the Lend-Lease and everything. All the volunteer forces are in transfer. And we're gonna modify the government. No, what do I really want to modify? Actually, we can. Let's go industrial research speed, because I want to build... We need to build more factories, actually. That's something we really need to do. We'll repair all this stuff. And then we'll rebuild... We'll build more factories. Actually, we could just do that right now. Let's see. Where's the infrastructure? Good. Let's see, I think geopolitically we can do, like, spread the revolution, which, yeah, this allows us to expand into the East, Central Asia, the Caucasus, and forcing open the straits. Wait, Kaiserreich, which is this one here. Alexandra Kollontai. Rebuild the country. Oh, okay. So we gotta rebuild the country. And then I think we can get a new leader and stuff, right? Okay. That's how that works. Okay, so construction's done. That's good. That'll help us with repairing. Excavation. I might want to do... I don't know what should I do. I might do this. Actually, wait, see about here. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do electronic engineering. That helps with our research speed. Okay, that's just... being fucking stupid. Okay. And the Red Army has been rebuilt. The aftermath of the Civil War. Oh, we get the aftermath of the Civil War. Okay. So I'm going to rebuild the country, which removes that. Or modifies it, at least. So it's not as big of an impact. Poland elects a king. For almost 2 decades, you know what? You guys can fucking read that. Y'all can read that. I don't need to... I'm not gonna probably read everything, because we're gonna be all here all day. Oh, and they went with a Saxon king. Okay, that's interesting. So you can go with a Polish king, a Habsburg, which is basically an Austrian, a Lithuanian king, or a Saxon. And I get... Oh, they're gonna join the Germans, aren't they? I bet they will. Okay, so we're just slowly rebuilding the state because we need to keep it nice and strong. We need to bring it back and nice and strong because obviously the war delayed a lot of our progress. Indochina declares independence. Oh, okay. So let's just go over there for a second. So after the Weltkrieg, Germany seized French Indochina, but stability wasn't restored until Germany crushed the South China revolutionaries in 1926. Now Indo-Chinese nationalists and leftists under a coalition government called the Viet Minh have risen up. Oh, okay, so it's a socialist movement. All right. I might send volunteers to that, actually. Actually, no, we won't be able to send volunteers to that. I think we might have to watch. They might have to fall. I don't know if they're going to succeed, but I can't really. I don't know if I'm really going to send volunteers to that. Okay, we're going to pick the... We're actually going to go with the mobile infantry because we need to unlock all this stuff in here, and that requires having the infantry. And we also need radio as well, which is over here, so... And there's just some small wars breaking out in China. The Fengtian government is just the Fengtian government. And we also have to deal with Transamur at some point, which is a puppet of Japan. And as you can notice, yeah, Transamur basically breaks away as an independent, independent state, air quotes. But they're a Japanese puppet, but they are they own territory that's in Russia here, that is rightfully Russian, and we will have to deal with that at some point. Okay, so we're just slowly rebuilding the country. We're gonna increase the speed on that because we don't want to waste time. So we got to reorganize these armies. We're probably going to place them probably in Central Asia and around the Don Kuban Union or the Ukrainians, somewhere like that. Okay, here we go. A conflict within the party. So the party has come to be divided. So a conflict in the party. The party has come to be divided between three factions, one led by Bukharin, one by Kollontai, and other by Radek. The one by Bukharin champions a path of socialism. The one by Bukharin champions a path of socialism at a snail's pace, where cautious industrialization prevents the creation of a massive state bureaucracy, as well as wanting to preserve the Smichka at all costs and wanting to bridge the general urban-rural divide in the country. The faction led by Kollontai promotes the unions managing the economy, seeing them as the best way to give workers a voice in the economy and the nation. They are also very opposed to the perceived influence of the peasants, and thus want to break up the Smichka strongly, supporting the further workerization of the party. Last but not least, the faction led by Radek supports the idea of primitive socialist accumulation, that is, to extract the peasant's surplus value and to use this to develop the productive forces to transition to make Russia ready for socialism, which is best developed in their mind through 5-year plans. And Bukharin now leads the country. So this isn't really the Soviet Union because there is no there's no Soviet flag. So it's a little weird. War communism. Yeah, there isn't really a Soviet Union to speak of, really. Yeah, okay, so Middle East, war in the Middle East. There's never peace in the Middle East, pretty much. So yeah, Nejd and Jabal Samara at war. I think Nejd is probably going to win, and then they're going to proclaim Saudi Arabia, essentially. So all these units are going into there, which is good. We will organize the army. How do I get rid of Aftermath of the Civil War? That'll modify Aftermath of the Civil War. And I'm guessing going down this path will also modify that, will it? No, it doesn't look like it, which is weird. Spreading the revolution. Has completed rebuild the country. Oh, okay, so I can spread the revolution after doing that. And then I can go and start fighting people or taking stuff over. Okay, that'll be something to look at. Okay, so the Kumul Khanate. So that's more stuff in Asia, in China. So the Kumul Khanate. So these guys are at war, basically. Alright. So we got the 19 militia. We've got 20 militia. Yep, Jabal Shamar has capitulated. Okay, so we're going to move these guys here. We're going to split them in half, and then we're going to make a new army, basically. So we're going to break them apart. Split you in half. And we're going to give you... Probably going to give him one of the commanders that fought in the Civil War. We'll give him... Rokossovsky's a cavalry leader. Skilled staffer. We'll give him Zhukov actually, and then we'll put 8 units. That's 28. We'll put 2 more in there. And we're gonna put Zhukov in Eastern Asia. In Asia, sorry, not East Asia, but wow, that's a really long border. I don't have enough troops for that. Okay, we're gonna put you. We're gonna put them against the Dongkuban Union. We're gonna just sort of. Okay, we're gonna move you. What the fuck? Yeah, I got that. Offensive line. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why it was fucking up like that. We're gonna make you a red army, so we're gonna give you a star. And we're gonna make him red. And that'll be army. We'll just call army number 1. There we go. I like to have my unit, like my armies, kind of organized about like that. Okay, so spread the revolution into the Caucasus. What's the politics of the Dongkuban Union? Okay, they are supported by Germany. Okay, everyone here is under German protection. Finland? Yes. Oh no, they have non-aggression pact. Sorry, what's this? Yep. Okay, so Dongkuban Union is supported by Germany, which is unfortunate. We're gonna have to wait till we could fight them. Is here, I'm guessing. East Turkestan, Xinjiang Clique, and Kumal Khanate. Yeah, so they're gonna fight all that. Okay, so now that we can secure Central Asia or into the Caucasus. Let's go Central Asia. Well, actually, let's see. First, before that, anything with manpower here? No. Wait, this requires second. Okay, this requires one of the following. Okay. What does this actually do? Ooh, that's actually pretty fucking good. Oh. Unfortunately, I can't go with that. Alright, let's see. Let's rebuild the bureaucracy. Help the people. Okay, these actually modify the revolution. Okay, these modify the aftermath of the revolution. Okay. So we're going to go for secure Central Asia. Oh, and here comes the war, baby. One day. Ah, invade. Take all of Alash Orda. There we go. And actually what we're going to do is we can take we could take the Turkish Khanate, and that's gonna bring them into war. So we're gonna go to war with the Turkish Khanate. We're just gonna go right there, and then this 30-man army is gonna go right here. All this stuff here sort of works to like rebuild, kind of works as a snowball effect. So the more you get, the more you get, the more it kind of works. And we see the Cairo Pact has been formed, I think. So Egypt is going to have an alliance, kind of like a coalition of nations, and they're going to take out the Ottomans, probably. I mean, I did play as Saudi Arabia before, and that's what happens. Ooh, standoff in America. So, a tense standoff has erupted. Yep, here we go. Civil War. And we're going to support the communists here in the Civil War. Standoff has erupted in the United States as democratically elected President Huey Long fled to the city of New Orleans after being forcibly removed from his position by General Douglas MacArthur. From New Orleans, Long supporters have declared MacArthur's government illegitimate, as have the northern supporters of syndicalist Jack Reed, based in Chicago, and the Pacific governors under the leadership of Frank Merriam. All have been given a deadline by General MacArthur of 30 days to either stand down or face arrest and execution. Considering all sides are rapidly raising forces, the idea that America seems to be headed into a second civil war seems almost certain. So basically, we're gonna declare war on the Khanate, and then we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to send volunteers to help the American revolutionaries, the communists, the syndicalists, essentially. Okay, so Turkestan is ours. Take all the states. And there we go. Turkestan is ours, and we have expanded into our Central Asian territories. So that'll do it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed the 4th installment of this Let's Play series. And I will see you guys, hopefully, in the next episode.